There has been considerable controversy recently surrounding federal lawmakers' concerns about DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, having direct access to the U.S. Treasury's payment system. This unofficial, meme-inspired department was announced by former President Donald Trump in November of 2024 and is composed of citizens he personally appointed, whose goals are to dismantle government bureaucracy / excessive regulations, eliminate wasteful spending, and restructure federal agencies. In his announcement, Trump even suggested that DOGE could become the Manhattan Project of our time. Now, I'm not entirely sure how cutting costs and reducing regulations are comparable to the scientific feats of the Manhattan Project, but one thing is true, that this decision has clearly bombed with Democrats. They've raised serious concerns about granting so much influence and power to this department. Specifically, they're worried that allowing DOGE access to the Treasury's payment systems could increase security risks, cause delays in government program spending, or even worse, be used as leverage for pushing a political agenda. There's also the matter of giving this much power to ordinary citizens, which, among them, includes none other than the great Elon Musk. And yes, that title was bestowed on him by Trump himself, although I'm not quite sure if a president can legally confer the power of wizardry on someone without expressed consent of Hogwarts. Still, I understand the concern. Imagine trying to hold Musk accountable if he were to break the law. I mean, anyone who owns a private rocket ship should be considered a significant flight risk. Especially since last time I checked, I don't think the US has an extradition treaty with Mars. So, what's actually going on here, and how worried should we be? Well, on February 4th, the Treasury Department responded to these concerns in a letter to Congress. In it, they confirmed that Tom Krause, a Treasury employee, will be granted read-only access to the Treasury's fiscal services payment systems to conduct an operational efficiency assessment. Now, to clarify, this is Tom Krause, the technology executive, not the German football player or the deceased Finnish opera singer. So, to be fair, out of all the potential Tom Krauses that could have filled this position, he seems like the most qualified. Krause has been hired as a special government employee, a role typically reserved for experts or consultants, which is a common practice across many different administrations. He will be working alongside Treasury staff, making sure that he adheres to standard security, safety, and privacy standards, and that he has his credentials background checked, and that he can maintain security and ethical requirements that are including a top secret security clearance. The Treasury has made it clear that Krause will have only read-only access to the payment systems, and they've emphasized that this will not affect or delay any payments for government programs. So in short, there's no reason to worry. Elon Musk has absolutely no access to the Treasury's payment systems. It's just this Tom Krause fellow. Oh, and by the way, Tom Krause is also a member of DOGE, the pseudo-governmental department, not the cryptocurrency. No word yet on what nickname Trump is going to be bestowing on him personally, but I'd vote for conquering executive of the tribe of Judah, though that might be a bit tricky to fit on a LinkedIn profile without a premium upgrade. So, what does all of this really mean? The general assumption is that Tom Krause will likely act as an extension of DOGE within the Treasury, gathering data that could be used to further the department's goals of cutting bureaucracy and reducing spending. It's unclear whether, if, when, and how the information would be shared with them, and if so, what they'll do with it. The main questions here are, is this ethical? Is this efficiency assessment genuinely aimed at improving the structure and costs of government programs? Or, as the Democrats claim, is it a power grab intended to advance a political agenda? Honestly, I think it's a bit of both, since reducing government programs and cutting costs is their political agenda. But I do think people have a right to be concerned that this level of access of information could be used for more nefarious purposes. But what do you think? How do you think this will impact the American people? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'd like to say I am Frank Ciopatini with Servetty Software, and I'll see you in the next one. Grand Vizier of the Excel sheets. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a keeper.